Hey, how's it going? This is Greg Shea, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Running with Cameras. I am going to sit here and awkwardly stare at the camera and talk to you while this video plays so that I can finally get this YouTube channel going.
Gotta get the right frame of mind.
I am so going to fall on my face filming with this thing.
Think so?
No, I think all right.
We go down this trail? Yep.
Hey, how's it going? This is Greg Shea, and hey, how are you? God, this sucks.
So where are we at? Pawtuckaway State Park?
Pawtuckaway State Park. Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't do any commentary or vlogging type of stuff out on this run because I wasn't really anticipating using this as a video for the potential YouTube channel in my mind. That sounded weird, but I'm about to step in a nice little puddle there.
Oh shit!
So I wanted to start a YouTube channel. Hello, that's why I'm talking to you. And this is, I thought this would be a good first video because I don't think anyone's going to really see it. I apologize for those of you who are watching. Oh, Jesus, I suck. My wife Ashley just came home and she's about to walk into that door and she's going to think this is super weird because she hasn't seen me talking to the camera before because this is a YouTube channel. Let's say hi to her when she comes in. Hold on. Let's get ready. Hold on, watch this. She's just getting back from the gym. So hold on. Hold on, stand by. All right, well, oh, here she comes. There she is. Hi, sweetie. That might be low. Hold on. Hi. I am trying to do live, real-time, awkward commentary.
I left the shot.
You're not. Hold on, let me put it back on me. That was my wife, Ashley. She's leaving because I knew she'd be pissed. She doesn't want to be on camera right after coming back from the gym. She's going upstairs to file for divorce and close the door. Anyway, that was funny. Oh, she slammed it. Welcome to Running with Cameras. This guy. So this is why I'm making a YouTube channel, is that this thing is awesome. This is made by EVO Pro. It's called the GP Pro, but it's a 3-axis gimbal. I think so what they refer to these types of steadicam, little mini steadicams. There are different manufacturers that are making these. GoPro makes one themselves. I think it's the Karma Grip, and there's a DJI Osmo, and I think that's one that Jameel Curry, who does Run Steep Get High, which is one of the other motivators to why I'm making a YouTube channel. I love his channel and his videos are awesome. But I bought the EVO GP Pro, this one right here, because in reviewing and reading reviews and researching, people had said that this one, it's a little bit on the heavy side perhaps, but it's very durable. You know, it's you can tell that it's made of like solid construction. It's not something that's going to break easily, I hope. You know, I brought it with me since doing this video. I've done some other videos with this that you'll see shortly. One of them was a presidential traverse that Nick and I and a couple other buddies ran 24 miles through the White Mountains. We did 10 peaks in one day, and I brought this along for the trip. And it held up great. You know, it's something I can throw in the back of a hydration pack like you're seeing on these guys in front of me. And yeah, you can tuck it away pretty easily. And yeah, I think it could take a little bit of a beating, and it produces these pretty silky smooth shots. And I'm using a GoPro Hero 4, and I thought about getting the 5, which I think is the newest current GoPro on the market. But the 4 actually has superior sound from what I heard from people doing reviews. So you can get a little bit of that natural sound of the trail, people's footsteps. You know, I mean, in some of the videos I'm kind of amazed that in the traverse video that you'll see later, for example, there'll be 3 guys running ahead of me, and you can hear dialogue from the guy 3 people up, you know, probably 20, 30 feet ahead of me, with this tiny little, I mean, there's really no microphone on here. It's just these little pinholes. So it's kind of amazing to me that the sound quality on the Hero 4, from what I've read, seems to be better than the 5s.
Right? So you boulder trailed So North Mountains this way.
I do have to figure out a better method for getting rid of wind noise, because you'll hear some of that in this Pawtuckaway video and some of my other early videos. I'm hoping to come up with something where, hold on, where is it? I got this little windscreen thing. So I got to figure out a way to cut some of this so it's much smaller, and I'm tucking it underneath.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe where the sort of
That's gonna be fun.
piece of plastic that wraps around the GoPro, maybe I can tuck it underneath there, and that fuzzy will hopefully cut back on the wind noise. But that's the one thing with the audio, I need to solve that. But this device, this was really kind of the main motivator to go and make a channel, because I watched Jameel Curry's Run Steep Get High. They covered the North Face 50-mile trail race in San Francisco last year. But if you haven't seen that race and you're interested in trail racing, it's called Hayden Hawks versus Zach Miller, or Miller versus Hawks, or something like that. But it's got a ton of views on YouTube, and that video is amazing. I saw that, and that was a total game changer. That video, yeah, it's amazing. Like, it's the best example of being. I hadn't seen anything that really captured that in the moment vibe of like what it's like to be there, you know. And I love just seeing, you know, the parts of that course must be looping or something, because the leaders that were being followed with these cameras, they would be crossing paths on this tiny single track trail with other runners who were coming by them, and they're saying, hey, what's up, keep it up, good job. And you're just getting all that little chit chat and banter. And yeah, it's so much better than other ways of trying to film these things. I'm not fast enough to probably hang with elite runners for an entire race, of course. I'm more of a middle of the pack kind of runner. But for short periods of time, I could probably hang with them. So, and it's not just elites that I'm interested in maybe going out and filming, but, you know, my buddy Nick is doing a 50-mile trail race this November, the Stonecat 50 in Ipswich, Mass, of which I am hoping to go along and document his experience doing that race. And those are the kind of videos that I'm excited about, because I think if you're interested in doing a race and you're reading text-based, you know, blog reports about a race, or, you know, race descriptions online, that just doesn't even come close to what a video will show you, especially with this kind of thing, just following somebody through the trail, you know. So I feel like they're really useful to have those videos. Not only is it engaging to me to see somebody tackle a race of that distance and see how they're going to do, but to see the course itself is such a kind of valuable thing for someone who's interested in running that race.
Oh, you okay?
You saw my wife Ashley earlier. She's a runner. She's not overly competitive about it, but she loves to run. And we've recently gotten into hiking, so you're going to see a cool video that I brought this along. We hiked Mount Washington in New Hampshire recently, so I'm going to post that soon. We have 3 awesome kids who like to run, and they do track, and I did a fun video of them running the local 4th of July 5K road race. That'll be posted in that video.
That's fun. I love scrambling like this.
Yep.
I give you credit with that too. That's not easy.
Yeah, if we have much more of that, I might throw it in my backpack.
I have done some road races. I've done 4 marathons, and I did a trail race 50K last summer. But yeah, I love running, obviously, because I started a YouTube channel about running. Yeah, so the kind of main reason to do this channel in my mind was just combining my interest in video production along with my interest in running.
Yeah, it's like I said, just let me know if you think we're going to hit a whole bunch of that. I might just throw it in my backpack.
You know, I expect that I'll have training videos and talking about, you know, things that have worked for me in my running, and, you know, just different tips, strategies, maybe some advice, maybe talk about some gear.
All right.
So how did I get into running? So my buddy Nick, who you're seeing right up there on camera, a couple years ago, he and my neighbor Sean were training for a marathon, and they were doing all sorts of races, and Nick and Sean also invited me to join their team to run Reach the Beach, which is a cool relay race up in New Hampshire. You start at Bretton Woods and run to Hampton Beach, 200 miles, and teams range from as small as, some people do it 4, which is amazing, 50 miles each, obviously, up to, I think you can have a maximum of 12. We did it with 9 guys, I think.
Yeah, will be great.
But yeah, they invited me to join their team. I started training. Actually, that first year, we didn't do it because too many guys got injured. We're old. But the following year we did. But the whole process of training for Reach the Beach, that really got me interested in running. And I joined Strava. Nick and Shauna mentioned that's a really cool app to join. If you're not on Strava and you're running, check it out. It's awesome. Might not be for everybody, but I love it. It's fun to log and track your miles and get all the sort of geeky data and all that stuff. And it's basically like a social app for running, so you can, you know, give people kudos and comment on runs. And I just like, it's motivating to see what other people are doing. It makes you want to get out there and run, you know, which is kind of the whole name of the game, right? So yeah, that's about it, man. That was totally rambling. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this. So subscribe, check it out. There's gonna be much cooler videos coming, I promise. See you later, bye. This sucks.
We all got quiet because the steepness. Yep.
Oh yeah, you see it over there.
Okay, all done. I'm going for a run.
Yeah.
Bye.
Break for like 20 seconds, then go.